Have you ever wondered why some men and women rise above their circumstances, while others remain shackled by doubt? The answer, my friend, lies in a single powerful force belief, not a timid hope, but a bold, unwavering conviction in one's own ability to shape destiny. Every great achievement, every towering success, begins with this foundation. Without belief, even the grandest plans crumble. With it, the impossible becomes possible. Picture a mighty oak, standing tall against the storm. Its strength is not in its branches, but in its roots deep, unseeing, and unyielding. So it is with belief. Before you can build castles in the air, you must first lay a solid foundation in your mind. Belief is the cornerstone upon which all progress rests. It is the silent architect behind every invention, every fortune, every triumph of the human spirit. But how does one cultivate such belief? Begin by recognizing that you are the master of your thoughts. As Napoleon Hill taught, the mind is both a fertile field and a vigilant gatekeeper. Guard it well. Feed it with thoughts of possibility, not limitation. Each day, affirm your worth and your purpose. Say to yourself, I am capable. I am deserving. I am destined for greatness. Breaking through limiting thoughts, shattering the chains of doubt. Have you ever felt the weight of invisible chains holding you back? Chains forged not by the world, but by your own thoughts. Doubts, fears, and beliefs inherited from others. These are the silent saboteurs of progress. The unseen barriers that keep men and women from reaching their true potential. Yet, within every heart lies the power to break free. The question is a question. Will you claim it? Limiting beliefs are like shadows at dusk, insubstantial, yet capable of obscuring the brightest path. They whisper, you cannot, you are not enough, this is beyond your reach. But remember, no one is born with these thoughts. They are learned, often from well-meant leading voices of caution or from the sting of past failures. The first step to freedom is to recognize these beliefs for what they are: illusions, not facts. Stories of triumph over doubt. Consider the story of Helen Keller. Born into a world of darkness and silence, many believed her future was hopeless. Yet, with the help of a determined teacher and her own indomitable spirit, Helen shattered every limitation. She became a beacon of possibility, proving that the only true barriers are those we accept in our minds. Or reflect on the journey of Henry Ford. He was told by skeptics that the automobile was a passing fancy, that he lacked the education and resources to succeed. Ford refused to accept these limitations. He replaced doubt with determination, and in doing so, transformed the world. Actionable steps to replace limiting beliefs. How then can you shatter your own self-imposed limitations? Begin by becoming aware. Listen to your inner dialogue. When you catch yourself thinking, I can't pause and ask, is this truly my belief, or one I have borrowed? Challenge every thought that does not serve your highest purpose. Next, replace each limiting belief with an empowered one. If you think, I am not qualified, remind yourself, I can learn, I can grow, I am capable of more than I imagine. Write these new beliefs down. Repeat them daily until they become the foundation of your thinking. The power of environment and association. Surround yourself with those who see your potential, not your limitations. The mastermind principle teaches us that the company we keep shapes our beliefs. Seek out mentors, friends, and allies who encourage your boldest dreams. Let their faith in you reinforce your own. Autosuggestion. Use the power of autosuggestion to reinforce your new beliefs. Each morning and night, speak your affirmations aloud. Visualize yourself succeeding, overcoming obstacles, and achieving your goals. Over time, your subconscious mind will accept these new truths guiding your actions and decisions. Persistence the key to lasting change. Remember, change does not happen overnight. There will be moments when old doubts resurface. In these times, persistence is your greatest ally. Refuse to surrender to the old ways of thinking. Each time you choose belief over doubt, you weaken the chains that once held you. The power of faith in action turning dreams into reality. What is it that separates those who merely wish from those who achieve? The answer is faith that is not idle, but alive and active. Faith, when joined with decisive action, becomes the alchemy that transforms dreams into reality. It is the invisible force that compels men and women to press on, even when the world says it cannot be done. Consider the story of Florence Nightingale. In an age when women were expected to remain silent, she believed in her calling to serve the sick. Her faith was not content to remain a gentle hope. It moved her to action. Through tireless effort and unwavering conviction, she revolutionized the field of nursing and brought comfort to thousands. Her faith, fused with action, changed the course of history. Or reflect on the journey of Mahatma Gandhi. He faced an empire with nothing but the strength of his belief and the courage to act. His faith was not passive, it was a living force that inspired millions to seek freedom through peaceful resistance. Each step he took, each sacrifice he made, was a testament to the power of faith in action. But how can you harness this power in your own life? Begin by nurturing your faith through daily affirmation and visualization. See your goal is already accomplished. Then, take the first step, no matter how small. Action, however modest, is the spark that ignites faith into a blazing fire. With each step, your confidence will grow, and obstacles will shrink before your determined will. Remember, faith is not the absence of doubt, but the refusal to be ruled by it when setbacks arise. Let your faith fuel your persistence. Recall the words of Napoleon Hill: faith is the head chemist of the mind. It colors your thoughts, shapes your actions, and ultimately determines your destiny. In closing, I urge you, let your faith be more than a silent wish. Let it move your hands, guide your feet, and embolden your heart. When faith and action walk hand in hand, no dream is beyond your reach. Will you take that first step today? The world awaits your answer. Bold belief in the mastermind principle, the power of positive association. Have you ever noticed how a single candle can light a dark room, but a room full of candles can drive away the deepest shadows? So it is with belief. Alone, your faith can shine brightly, but when joined with the faith of others, it becomes a blazing force that can illuminate the path to any goal. Napoleon Hill called this the mastermind principle, the alliance of two or more minds, working in perfect harmony toward a common purpose. History is rich with examples of this truth. Consider the partnership of Wilbur and Dorval Wright. Their shared vision and mutual encouragement lifted them above ridicule and failure, until at last they soared where others said it could not be done. Why does the mastermind principle work so powerfully? Because belief is contagious. When you surround yourself with like-minded, positive thinkers, their confidence strengthens your own. Doubt is dispelled, and new ideas are born. The energy of a group multiplies the strength of each individual, creating a force greater than the sum of its parts. To harness this power, seek out those who share your values and ambitions. Form a mastermind group, a circle of trusted allies who will support your dreams, challenge your thinking, and hold you accountable. Meet regularly to share progress, exchange ideas, and encourage one another. In these gatherings, speak openly of your goals and listen with an open mind to the wisdom of others. Building supportive alliances, practical steps. Begin by identifying individuals who inspire you, friends. Colleagues, mentors. Invite them to join you in a spirit of mutual growth. Set clear intentions for your group, and agree to meet with purpose and respect. Celebrate each member's victories and offer support in times of struggle. Remember, the true value of a mastermind lies not only in shared knowledge, but in shared belief. In closing, remember this. No one climbs a mountain of success alone. The greatest achievements are born of collaboration, encouragement, and the unwavering faith of a united group. Will you seek out your own mastermind alliance? The journey is easier and the rewards far greater when you walk the path with others who believe in your vision. Auto-suggestion, programming your mind for success. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to move steadily toward their goals, while others falter and lose their way? The answer often lies in the silent, persistent voice within the voice of auto-suggestion. Napoleon Hill called auto-suggestion the medium by which one may influence the subconscious mind. It is the daily practice of feeding your mind with thoughts that build, rather than break your belief. The science behind auto-suggestion. Your mind is like a garden. If you do not plant seeds of your own choosing, weeds will surely take root. Auto-suggestion is the act of planting seeds of faith, confidence, and purpose. Through repetition, these thoughts sink deep into the subconscious, where they shape your actions, habits, and destiny. Modern science confirms what is taught. The brain responds to repeated thoughts as if they were reality, building new pathways that support your chosen beliefs. Practical exercises and affirmations. How can you use auto-suggestion to reinforce bold belief? Begin each day by stating your goals and affirmations aloud. Speak with conviction, as if your success is already assured. For example, say, I am confident. I am persistent. I am worthy of success. My mind is focused on my goal, and I move toward it each day. Write your affirmations on paper and place them where you will see them often. On your mirror, your desk, or in your wallet, each time you read them. Pause and visualize yourself living your desired reality. Feel the emotions of achievement. The more vividly you imagine your success, the more powerfully your subconscious will accept it as truth. Consistency is key. Repeat your affirmations morning and night, and whenever doubt creeps in, over time, you will notice a shift in your thinking. Old fears will fade, replaced by a quiet confidence that guides your actions. Remember, you are the master of your mind. Use auto-suggestion to program it for greatness. Begin today, choose your affirmations. Speak them with faith and let them shape your destiny. The world is changed not by those who wish, but by those who believe and act in the power of their own thoughts. Turning setbacks into stepping stones, the resilience of bold belief. What if I told you that every failure you encounter is not a wall, but a doorway? Too often, we see setbacks as the end of the road, when in truth, they are invitations to grow stronger, wiser, and more determined. The greatest men and women in history have not been those who never failed, but those who refused to let failure define them. Consider the story of Abraham Lincoln. Before he became one of America's most revered presidents, Lincoln faced defeat after defeat. Lost elections, failed businesses, personal heartbreak. Yet, with each setback, he chose to rise again, his belief in his purpose growing ever more unshakable. His resilience became the bedrock of his eventual triumph. Or think of Thomas Edison, who famously said, I have not failed. I have just found 10 bizarre ways that won't work. Each failure brought him closer to the invention of the electric light. Edison's story reminds us that persistence, fueled by belief, transforms defeat into discovery. How can you turn your own setbacks into stepping stones? First, change your perspective. See, every disappointment has a lesson, not a verdict. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow? Second, practice resilience. When you fall, get up quickly. Refuse to dwell on what went wrong. Instead, focus on what you can do next. Write down your lessons learned and set a new course with renewed determination. Third, surround yourself with encouragement. Share your struggles with your mastermind group or trusted allies. Let their support remind you that you are not alone, and that every champion has faced defeat on the road to victory. Finally, reaffirm your belief daily. Use auto-suggestion and visualization to keep your mind fixed on your goal. Even when the path is rough, remember, the strongest steel is forged in the hottest fire. Today, I urge you, do not shrink from failure. Embrace it as a teacher, a guide, and a stepping stone to your boldest achievements. The world remembers not those who never stumbled, but those who rose. Again and again, with greater faith each time. Will you rise to meet your next challenge? The answer lies within your belief. Can you see yourself succeeding before you have even begun? The greatest achievements in history were first born in the fertile soil of imagination. Napoleon Hill called imagination the workshop of the mind, where bold belief and creative vision unite to shape reality. Imagination is not mere fantasy. It is the architect of your future. When you dare to picture yourself achieving your goals, you set in motion unseen forces that guide your actions and decisions. Every invention, every work of art, every triumph of the human spirit began as a vision in someone's mind. Visualization techniques for success. Begin each day by closing your eyes and vividly imagining your desired outcome. See yourself standing at the summit of your goal. Hear the applause. Feel the satisfaction. Experience the joy of accomplishment. Engage all your senses. The more real your vision, the more powerfully it will influence your subconscious mind. Write down your goals in clear, specific terms. Read them aloud, and as you do, picture each step you must take. Let your imagination fill in the details. If doubt arises, return to your vision and strengthen it with belief. How bold belief and imagination work together. Belief gives your imagination wings. When you truly believe in your vision, you act with confidence and persistence. Imagination, in turn, fuels your belief by making your goals feel attainable and real. Together, they form a partnership that propels you forward, even when obstacles appear. Today, I challenge you to use your imagination not to escape reality, but to create it. Visualize your success each morning and night. Let your mind dwell on what is possible, not what is possible, not what is probable. When you combine bold belief with vivid imagination, you become the author of your destiny. Will you dare to see yourself victorious? The first step is in your mind. Organized planning for unshakable confidence. Have you ever stood at the foot of a mountain, your goal looming above, and wondered how you would ever reach the summit? The answer lies not in blind hope, but in clear, organized planning. Napoleon Hill taught that a definite plan, carried out with persistence, is the bridge between desire and achievement. A well-minded, crafted plan transforms uncertainty into confidence. It breaks down the overwhelming into the manageable, turning fear into focused action when you know your next step. Doubt loses its grip. Each small victory along the way reinforces your belief and propels you forward. Practical advice for setting goals and creating step-by-step plans. Begin by defining your goal with absolute clarity. Write it down in specific, measurable terms. Ask yourself, what do I truly desire? Why is it important to me? The clearer your vision, the stronger your belief will become. Next, break your goal into smaller, actionable steps. Imagine your plan as a staircase. Each step brings you closer to your destination. Set deadlines for each milestone. And review your progress regularly. If you encounter obstacles, adjust your plan. but never your goal. Use the power of organized planning to anticipate challenges and prepare solutions in advance. Seek advice from those who have walked the path before you. Remember, a plan is not a prison, but a map. It guides you, but allows for course corrections along the way. Today, I encourage you, do not leave your dreams to chance. Build them on a solid foundation of organized planning. With each step you take, your confidence will grow, and your belief will become unshakable. The summit is within your reach, one well-minded plan, step at a time. What is it that keeps a person moving forward when the world seems determined to hold them back? The answer is persistence, the quiet, unyielding force that transforms belief into reality. Napoleon Hill wrote, "Persistence is to the character of man as carbon is to steel. Without it, even the boldest belief will falter in the face of adversity." Consider the story of Colonel Harlan Sanders, who, at the age of 60-5, set out with a simple chicken recipe and a steadfast belief in his vision. He faced rejection after rejection over 1,000 times before finding success. It was not talent or luck that carried him through, but persistence. Each no became a stepping stone, each setback a lesson, until at last his perseverance was rewarded. Practical strategies for staying committed. How can you cultivate persistence in your own journey? Begin by anchoring your belief in a clear purpose. When your why is strong, your will to continue grows stronger. Break your goals into manageable steps, and celebrate each small victory along the way when obstacles arise. View them not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to strengthen your resolve. Surround yourself with encouragement. Share your vision with your mastermind group or trusted allies, and let their support lift you when your spirit wanes. Use Sato's suggestion and visualization to keep your mind focused on your goal, especially in moments of doubt. Above all, refuse to give up. Remember, the most precious diamonds are found deep within the earth, revealed only to those who dig with unwavering determination. Let persistence be the engine that drives your belief, carrying you through every storm until you reach your destination. Today, I urge you, embrace persistence as your constant companion. When challenges arise, stand firm in your belief and press on. The world belongs to those who refuse to quit, who hold fast to their vision until it becomes reality. Will you persist until you succeed? The answer, as always, is in your hands. Living bold belief every day, a call to action. As you stand at the threshold of your own destiny, remember this today. Bold belief is not a fleeting spark, but a steady flame that must be tended daily. The men and women who shape history are not those who believe only where the sun shines, but those who hold fast to their vision through every storm. Let the story of Helen Keller inspire you. Each day, she chose to believe in her ability to learn, to grow, and to contribute despite every obstacle. Or recall the persistence of Colonel Sanders, who refused to let rejection define his future. Their lives were not shaped by chance, but by the daily practice of bold belief. How can you make bold belief a lifelong habit? Begin each morning with a moment of reflection. Affirm your purpose, visualize your success, and set a clear intention for the day. Throughout your day, guard your thoughts when doubt arises. Meet it with faith and action. Surround yourself with those who lift you higher and offer encouragement in return. Keep a journal of your progress. Record your victories, however small, and the lessons learned from each setback. Review your goals regularly and adjust your plans as needed. Celebrate your growth, and let each achievement reinforce your confidence. Above all, act. Belief without action is like a seed left unplanted. Take steps, however small, toward your vision every day. Let your persistence Your planning and your imagination work together to build a life of purpose and achievement. In closing, I urge you, do not wait for perfect conditions. Begin now with what you have, where you are. Build your belief as you would build a fortress stone by stone, day by day. Let no doubt breach its walls. Stand tall in the knowledge that you are the architect of your destiny. The world awaits those who dare to believe boldly. Will you answer the call?